These events are only every 6 years, and it kind of takes a 6-year gap to see what's moved in the forestry game. And there's plenty of things that have moved in a positive direction. This time around, everywhere you look is the word landscape. Landscape, landscape, landscape. Last time it was all about the forests. Now it's about forests, farms, people, and how the hell do we bring all that together at the landscape scale. So still a lot of talk happening, but now starting to see real signs of progress on the famous landscape approach. The second big thing, now we're hearing about not just the trees, but people in trees. Everything at the conference has had a huge focus on people. And I maybe give an example of how that's played out. In our own Living Forest report, we highlight the need for there to be a lot more plantations in the world. And typically discussions around plantations around improving yields, acquiring land, all those kinds of questions. But now the discussion is, how can we expand plantations with the social right to operate? The third big issue, I would say, is money, money, money. Not where do we get the money from, but how do we connect these investments and the money that seems to be out there in the forest and land use space and the climate space. How do we connect that to the people that really need it? How do we get it right down to the people whose behaviours need to change? They need incentives to do the right thing, whether that's local communities or forestry companies who are struggling with the capacities to do forestry right, or it's small farmers. Getting that money to the people that need it and getting it to the processes that will enable them to participate. So I mentioned a minute ago the idea of landscape approaches. How do we get investments that enable landscape approaches? That's the big challenge I see going forward.